I'm here to talk about 5G and its history and evolution. First, let me explain what is 5G. 5G is the fifth generation of mobile networks technology, which offers faster data speed, lower latency, and improved capacity compared to the previous generations. It is an evolution of the 4G standards and offers improved performance and features. Now, let me give you a brief history of the different generations of mobile networks. The first generation of mobile network is 1G, which was launched in the 1980s and was based on analog technology. The second generation, 2G, was based in the 1990s and was based on digital technology. The third generation, 3G, was launched in the 2000s and was based on 3G wireless technology, while the fourth generation, 4G, was launched in the 2010s and was based on LTE technology. Next, I would like to explain why 5G is so important in the current day and age. 5G technology is expected to be a major step towards forward in terms of speed, capacity, and latency, allowing for new application and new use cases that were not possible at all with the previous generation of mobile networks. Now, let me tell you about the 5G network standards. The third generation partnership project, also known as 3GPP, is the main standard is the main standards development organization for mobile networks, and that is responsible for keeping the standards for 5G networks. The 5G standards focus on improved data speed, capacity, latency, energy efficiency, and as well as improves reliability and security compared to the other four generation which existed before 5G came up. Moving on, I would like to discuss the 5G spectrum and frequency bands. 5G networks are set to use a certain range of frequency bands, including low-end band, mid-band, and high-band spectrum. The allocation of frequency band for 5G will depend on the country and region the user resides in. With different parts of the world using different frequency bands, the allocation of frequency band for 5G can be a complex process as the spectrum is a very limited resource currently, and there's competition between different operators from different countries and region for access to the spectrum. Now, I will talk about 5G network architecture. The 5G network architecture was based on 3GPP, which I explained above, 5G standards, and it includes various components such as the core network, the radio access network, and the user equipment. The core network provides the control panel, control plane functions, while the radio access networks provides access to radio spectrum. The user equipment provides the access to the 5G network. The 5G architecture is an evolution of the 4G network architecture that includes new features such as network slicing and multi-access edge computing. Next, I would like to discuss the 5G deployment and rollout. 5G deployment strategies can vary from country to country depending on the spectrum allocation, which part of the spectrum they are, low end, high end, or mid end, and also it varies due to market conditions. The 5G rollout timeline can vary from country to country, with some countries already having launched 5G networks, while others are still in the process of rolling out their own networks. The key player in the 5G rollout include mobile operators, equipment vendors, and governments. I would say mobile operators are the biggest and the largest because in the current day and age, there isn't a single person, even in the third world countries, who do not have a smartphone. Now, I will discuss the potential applications. I'm sorry. Um, yep. Now, I will discuss the potential applications and uses for 5G. The potential applications for 5G are numerous and include industrial automation, smart cities, connected vehicles, virtual augmented reality. Different industries have different uses for 5G, such as enhanced mobile broadband in the consumer space or massive machine type communication in the industrial space. 5G is expected to have a significant impact on various industries such as agriculture and healthcare and transportation. Moving on, I would like to talk about the devices and equipment of 5G devices and equipment. 5G devices are smartphones, tablets, and other devices that are compatible with 5G networks. Key manufacturers of 5G networks devices include Apple, Samsung, Huawei, and Nokia. 5G devices are an extreme evolution of 4G devices and offer improved performance and features. Lastly, I would like to discuss the 5G network performance, which, to be honest, is very important to me personally because I do use 5G on a regular basis. Key performance metrics for 5G include data speeds, latency, reliability, energy efficiency. 5G network offer improved performance compared to 4G networks with higher data speeds, lower latency, and greater reliability. Factors that can affect 5G performance include the frequency bands, network architecture, and the number of users. Now, I would like to talk about some some drawbacks of 5G. For example, some third world countries, in India for example, not every smartphone is compatible with 5G, and the infrastructure is very expensive building it in third world countries. And also for speed, to get increased speed, 5G has to replace battery capacity. So for example, if you use 4G and your phone will last for like 6 to 8 hours, if you use 5G, the phone would only last for like 5 hours, and which so you are basically taking speed but replacing it with battery capacity. Also, other one of the main weakness of 5G is that uh, access in limited rural areas. For example, I was born in India and in a village, and if I go there, I won't be able to access any 5G network at all. I wouldn't even be able to access 4G network in some areas there. And also, one of the main thing I've noticed, of which was one of the main drawbacks, is upload speed do not match the download speed. With 5G technology, download rates can reach up to 1.9 Gbps in some occasional conditions. The upload speed rarely gets rated than 100 Mbps, which is almost 10%, just 10% of the download speed. Therefore, they are not as astounding as they first claimed. However, compared to the current mobile connectivity, the upload rates are faster than 4G LTE, but they're still not as good as most people would want them to be. This concludes my presentation on 5G and its history and evolution. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I am Ragul Raj, and I'll see you again soon.